Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. And when last we left off, we were given a quest by the King of Clouter to go to the Druids of Armajo to get a virility amulet. And with the virility amulet, we'll have his permission to travel with the fisherman of their village to the next area. The island, or the continent more likely, of Mani. And so, let's go and find those druids, shall we? We haven't found any encounters or enemies yet, but I'm sure we will eventually. I'm pretty sure we need to find one specific location before we do that though. And there are some pigs, which tells me that this is a place where people live. Hello! Toggied in! Ah, the tall one with the fur looks very funny. Let's keep looking around, shall we? What do we have here? This is House of Obelos, Tribal King of Vanilo. And who is this? This is Gradia, Tools and Useful Objects. Alright, anyone else? Leave me in peace, strangers. I have work to do. Fair enough. We shall leave you in peace. We'll talk to you then. Toggied in, travellers. Visit my uncle, the weaponsmith. He's the best smith in Gratagel. His house is a large one southeast of the village. Oh, we most certainly will. Also, here is Tamno, weaponsmith of the Armajo. This is a good place in which you can get a lot of things. Mainly right now we want to have a look for one particular merchant. And I don't know where that merchant is. Is it here? Let's find out. Hello! It's probably not here. We've recently been become a step-parents of a little girl. She's still quite shy and doesn't speak much. Let's see who we can talk to. Hello! Toggied in, visitors. What's your profession? I am Seal of Ubelos, although formerly I wanted to join the Armajo. What is one of those? Seal, or companion, is a follower of the man who pays him. He relinquishes part of his legal rights, such as bearing weapons, for an amount of money and a favourable lease of cattle. During meetings, the Seal is then obligated to yield his vote to the leader, who thus gains rank and influence. Oh! You want to join the Armajo? The Armajo Guild is... yes, we think we've heard all this before. The, Ubelos. Ubelos is our king. His name be praised. Fair enough. Talk about cattle, shall we? Owning cattle is the basis of all wealth. Someone who has a high rank usually owns cattle, part of which he leases to his seal. I don't know if that's the word we're looking for. Let's talk about law. When there is a dispute between two parties, justice is usually administered by a specially trained druid. Farewell. Let's talk to everyone else, shall we? Toggied in. What brings you to us? Ah, you better speak with my husband. He's always up for some chatter. Let's talk to the girl, shall we? Probably won't talk to us at all. If we can actually reach her. Hello. The child looks at Tom with big eyes and says nothing. Fair enough. Let's move on, shall we? There's still a few people we have yet to talk to, and a few places we've yet to go. What we need to do is we need to find a certain location. I don't think we're going to find that here. Also, we'll go into this shop, as instructed, because this place is apparently really good, and I believe it is. Toggied in, honoured customers. Please go to my husband, Tamno. He will give you technical advice. Technical advice on what? My father is the best smith in the world. Also, I've met no other smiths in the world. Toggied in, travellers. What can I offer you to make your journey easier? Please show us a selection of your weapons. And indeed, he has a lot of good weapons, like a two-handed sword here. A pretty good weapon. And just a normal sword. We have a double stab, a battle axe, which is not a bad weapon at all. We also have a framed shield, which is really good, but I think dramatically reduces the amount of attack you have. We also have a leather cap and a studded cap, which is pretty good, and we have studded leather and light chain and long arrows, which are slightly better than normal arrows. There's also a finite number of them, you'll note. Interesting observation there that we only have so many that we can buy. Oh well, we don't need to buy anything right now. I think we're pretty well equipped. Although that big shield is tempting, I think we're going to hold off for now. Let's go. He doesn't even say farewell. Let's go and talk to the king here, shall we? There appears to be a king for every single village, and it is indeed getting very, very dark. Hello. Let's, can we go in? There we go. Is that the king? Let's talk to the king, shall we? Talk it in, travellers. You would like to speak with me? We are searching for a large metal object which fell out of the sky. Have you heard about anything like it? No, I hate to disappoint you. I certainly would have heard about such an incident on Gratagel. What is your profession? I am King of Vanilo. What do you know about Vanilo? Vanilo is where you are now, oh ignorant one. Well, that's a little rude. We live from breeding cattle, and the good harvests granted by the blessings of Arjano. Fair enough. Let's talk about kings. Yes, I am the chief of the humans of Vanilo. Can we ask about humans? No, we can't. Farewell. And let's talk to the other person here. Oh, there are two people here. Hello. Togidin, and welcome to my home, and the home of my husband, the king of the Vanilo. And who are you? Togidin, excuse me, but I'm busy. And of course, we must go and talk to the guards. Hello. Togidin, strangers. Behave properly in this house. Alright, I was going to go steal the cutlery, but I think I won't. Let's go into here. Hello. Togidin, strangers. Feel free to go ahead of me. I have all the time in the world. Really? We could just stay here and you just walk around forever. Togidin, strangers. When I'm big, I will also travel around the world. I didn't say we would, but fair enough. Togidin. My foster son has broken something again. It's such a burden to be the, Atio of such a devil. Hello, who are you? Ah! Winian, you're important. We need to sell stuff to you. Togidin, honor customers. Would you like to see my wares? Yes, please. What can you offer us? You can offer us a lot. Also, there is a fire ring here. That fire ring is not that great for the price. I mean, it is magical. But also, there are 4 lockpicks, which we will be buying. We'll be buying all those lockpicks. Important things to buy. What else do we want? We may want some boots. There's also a lot of potions. But most importantly, we could sell our potions. If we sell 40 of these, we can get 832 coins. That is a really good deal, and that's what we're going to do, because Winian is most certainly the person that we want to sell stuff to. She gives you fantastic, fantastic deals, so we'll sell these. Excellent. Now we have 1,516 coins, but that is not enough right now. Also, we're overburdened at the moment, mainly because we sold all of those potions. Selling 10 of these will probably do the trick, however. There we go. We're a little precariously close to him being overburdened again, so we're going to have to be careful. We'll have Drer sell some potions now, 15 of them. There we go, just get rid of those. Marvellous. There we go. And finally, we want to sell these potions that Syrah has. 55, we want to sell 35 potions. There we go. Excellent. That has now made a slight issue in the sense that quite a few people are now overburdened. Yeah, 2 people are overburdened right now. But we can sort that later. In fact, we could definitely sort that later by having everyone else sell a few more potions. But right now, we're not going to. I think it's fine enough as it is. Let's exit, and it's been nice talking. What we want to do is divvy up some gold. Basically, 300 gold can now go to Tom here. Oh, now Tom is overburdened. 300 to Syrah? That might... Nope, that's not going to work either. If we sold a few more potions, that might do the trick, actually. I don't want to sell lots of potions right now, but right now we don't have much option. Let's sell a few more, shall we? We'll sell... Let's see. If we sell 10 here... There we go. 10 more potions. That's a little more gold. We have a lot of gold. I didn't really want to sell all of them, but it's important to actually not overburden this merchant with all of the items that you have. It's very important, actually, because this merchant gives some of the best deals here. There we go. Let's sell a lot of potions. You're still overburdened a little, and you're overburdened a fair bit. But I think if we divvy things out carefully, we should be alright. If we divvy out 8 potions and give them to someone else, we could just get rid of some rations. That actually will just do the trick. Or we could buy that fire ring. It's not a good deal, though. The problem is the fire ring right now is not a great deal. You have a tiny amount of carry capacity. You could actually carry some about to say some torches, but you could actually carry some potions too. We're going to have another person come along quite soon who will sort out the overburden problems here. But right now we are very close to, like, running out of space. So if we divvy up some potions like this... Raina is now carrying a bit too much, but then if we divvy up some gold and give that to Tom, now they're no longer overburdened. You still are, and you still are, but not by much. If we throw away 10 rations apiece, that should do the trick. There we go. Or maybe it won't. The bolt throw won't do the trick either. If we throw away more rations, that might do the trick, because you're very close. So if we throw away 5 rations? No? Maybe if we throw away a few... Well, we could throw away loads here. We could throw away like 10 here. Seems like a good plan. Or 11. Yep, throwing away food. And we're still very slightly overburdened. But not by much. 100 gold? Will that stop you from being... 42 gold will stop you being overburdened. There we go. And how much gold do we need to take off you? Not much at all, like... that much. Excellent. Now you're no longer overburdened, and nobody is now burdened. Which is very important, because now we're going to leave and rest. Resting here is important because we want to rest, we want to travel while it is still light. And we want to head up here and go talk to the Druids, but only briefly. Because unfortunately they do have a quest for us, and it's quite a long one. Over here is, Arjano, Guardian of Knowledge, School and Centre of the Druids of Albion. Miss Hutt holds an important centre of knowledge? That can hardly be possible. What if there's more than meets the eye here, Raina? Like going in. Hello. Toggy Din, travellers. Mrs. Arjano, the Guardian of Knowledge. Welcome to the centre of the Druids of Gratagel. Anyone can see that you have come from far away. May I ask what your purpose is here? Toggy Din, we come to ask the Druid Barrow for a special amulet. You want to see Barrow? Please be patient. I'll be back shortly. And off he goes! Goodbye! So, this is the centre of the Druids. Judging from the access going down, the rest of the centre is underground. I was shocked when I saw the little hut. There is a man in the white gown again. Hello! That is in fact him. It might not be actually. Strangers, I have talked with our chief, Nemos. He is ready to meet with you. Tom and his companions followed the druid under the earth. Also, no spacebar there between Tom and And. Let's go! And then they were all killed. Or not. Welcome, travellers, to Arjano, a 2,000-year-old school of the Druids. Toggy Din, Nemos, pardon me if I bore you with my curiosity, but does your history really go back 2,000 years? Indeed, our records go back to the time when the great Kanto led us from the land of our forefathers. May I ask where the land of your forefathers was and how the trip took place? When the land of the forefathers was destroyed by the Crusaders, Kanto and Danu led the Chosen Ones through the Kingdom of the Mists here to Albion. Now tell me what brings you here, and why do you want to talk with Barrow? We've been asked to get a specific amulet. We were told we should see Barrow about it. I understand. Unfortunately, you can't speak to Barrow. I can't even speak to him. Why, is he sick, or did something happen to him? No, he's dead. Well, that answers the question, doesn't it? Did he take a trip? Not at all. He is still in this building. I see I must start further back. As you already know, this building is very old. It was founded shortly after the arrival of the Chosen Ones. The goddess Danu granted us a favour and allowed the building to be built on her land. Now there are countless parts of the building, far more room than we need. A large part of it has been sealed off for almost 400 years. There was a disagreement with a group of druids we call the Fire Worshippers, and who ultimately became the King at Kamulos. Well, that explains where the King at Kamulos came from. At the time, there was a bitter disagreement which ultimately led to the exodus of the rebels. Structures still maintain traces of the war and are filled with mechanisms and inhabited by demons. Oh dear. In spite of all our objections, Barrow climbed down into this part of the building called Drino so he could look for magic artifacts. And now you believe that we are the right persons to go looking for him? Right. This guy's quick and to the point, isn't he? Wouldn't it be better to put together a well-armed search party of warriors from the region? You must know that Drino, the forbidden part, has been taboo for centuries. No one goes down there. But you seem unaffected by our taboos, and I've also heard the Iskai are fearless warriors. Tom throws a glance around. Our continued journey depends upon this amulet. And a descent as well. It descends upon the amulet too. What do you think? Shall we undertake the job? Job? If you mean that we should have a look down there, I'm with you. I won't retreat at the first sign of danger. I will stay with you, Tom. Well, I would dismiss all apparent dangers as superstition if I hadn't already seen what strange things happen down there. Don't expect any heroic deeds from me, but I'll go along. Well, I'm glad you're willing to help. I could even provide some backup for you. We had a hard time keeping him from going down to Drino. May I present Beros' foster son, a young druid by the name of Melthus. He is deaf and dumb, but his spirit is as bright as the sun. He will accompany you. Hello, Melthus. Melthus's face shows a stressed smile as he bows quickly and hastily writes something on a piece of paper. I'm pleased. Let's set off soon. I'm very concerned. Barrow made provisions for himself before he climbed down. He's no fool. I think he will barricade himself somewhere if he's having difficulty. There is probably no reason to be hasty, but you don't have too much time. The Arjano Druids will support you as much as they can. I wish you luck's blessing in the rescue. Should you wish to speak to me, I will be in my room in the east part of this floor. Melthus writes and holds up a piece of paper. Tell me when you're ready to climb down. I will lead you to the entrance. Please hurry. And now we have Melthus. Melthus is a level 5 druid. He has 12 out of 15 life points, 20 out of 20 spell points, 375 experience points, and 15 training points. He has the following attributes. 39 out of 90 strength, he's not very strong. 60 out of 80 intelligence means he's very intelligent, and 22 out of 70 dexterity leaves a lot to be desired there. His speed is 43, not 34, my mistake, out of 50, which is quite high for his maximum. He has 43 out of 90 stamina, only 5 out of 25 luck, and only 5 out of 90 magic resistance, and he has 80 out of 99 magic talent. His close range combat skill is a rather impressive 45 out of 70. His long range is 20 out of 70, his critical hit is 0 out of 5, and his lockpicking is 15 out of 50. The only language he speaks is Celtic, and he currently is actually going to go there in our combat stats, because we need him to be able to fight in close quarters. He's going to be somebody that's going to be equipped for close combat, even if his health is not very good. We can't have everyone be the people who are not in close range. Even though his health currently is not particularly good, he will gain more health as he gains more levels. But the important thing is that he can now have some of this gold. So if you wouldn't mind carrying about 200 gold, that would be fantastic. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and find somebody to buy various things for Melthus. Melthus is going to need a lot of items. Here is the Master of Healing. There's a reason we want to go here, and that is because we're going to steal all of his potions. And I mean all of them. Every potion he has, we are going to take. And we'll talk to you while we're here. This person is asleep. Fair enough. We could talk to you as well, I suppose. Toggy din, travellers. Can I help you? Since you are searching for the missing Barrow, my healing services as healer are free to you. That's really handy. We have wounded among us. Melthus. How many points do you want me to heal? He has been healed. Excellent. What's your profession? I am a senior healer of Arjano. Let's talk about healers. Or Barrow. Barrow, that old numbskull. His passion for magic artifacts has probably confused his usually sharp mind. Hopefully he's still alive down in Drino. Unlikely. This is what the forbidden part of Arjano is called. A long time ago there was a war with a rebellious group of Druids, who later became the King at Kamulos. Even today, Drino harbors horrible creatures which originated from the war. Could we talk about the war? No, we can't. Farewell. We need to find the person who sells scrolls, not the person who sells. That is the master of Druid magic. We don't want to talk to him, and that is the master of knowledge. Do we want to talk to you? Are you the one we want? You might be. Toggy Din. So you're the ones who are going to look for Barrow in the forbidden part of Arjano. They say that there's several magic artifacts to be found there. I'd be glad to look at them for you and share my knowledge with you. However, I must ask for a small fee for the good of the school. He's the person who identifies things. And that's quite good, but what is his profession? He's the keeper of knowledge, and I'm particularly familiar with magical artifacts. Let's talk about artifacts. True masters of magic are capable of transferring the powers within them into special objects. These valuable artifacts even allow laymen to produce magical effects. Crystals from Danu's womb are particularly suited for retrieving magical powers. Many of these artifacts have a positive effect on the body and spirit. Other objects contain spells which normally only a magic master can cast. The effects of these objects wear off with use, though. I've heard rumors that there are masters of magic who can actually regenerate the power of these objects, but I don't know anything more about that, I'm afraid. Indeed, there are people who can do that. There most certainly are. And there are a few more places we need to look. Here is not an important place. I don't think there's anything we can get here at all. Here, however, might be somewhere important. This is the Hall of Books. This is what we want. Is this what we want, the Hall of Books? Yes, this is definitely it. Somewhere down here is someone who sells scrolls, and we want to talk to that person. Is it you? Toggy Din, welcome to the Arjano Library. Please keep your voices down so you don't distract the students. Do you have any documents for sale on the subject of magic? Well, actually, I do have some spell scrolls here which might be of interest to you. Thunderstorm, by the way, is a spell you want to buy for later. Even if we cannot currently use it, it is actually only usable or learnable by a person who's of the Cumulos, but we're going to buy it anyway. We're also going to buy Banish Demon, because that's a spell that Malthus can learn. We're also going to buy Magic Shield, because that is a spell that he can learn. We're also going to buy Demon Exodus, which is also a spell that he can learn. And we're going to buy what else have we got? We got Thunderstorm, Banish Demon, Demon Exodus, Magic Shield, and Berserk. There we go. Those are some pretty good spells. I don't know how many of them Malthus can learn right now. By the way, I'm the director of the library. Let's talk about the library. Knowledge from many centuries is gathered here. 400 years ago, the art of printing was discovered, so the library doesn't need as much room as in the old days. The parchment rolls must have taken up enormous space. Well, all the books we have here are about magic, philosophical thought, or teaching material for children and novices. I'm afraid you won't find much that would interest you. I think you'll find a lot there that would interest Raina, though. Let's talk about spell scrolls. Spell scrolls allow the ungifted to perform magic. Whenever the scroll is read by someone who knows the particular kind of magic, he or she can learn and use the spell permanently. Farewell, and this is what we're going to do. Can you learn this spell? The spell level is too high. Can you learn this spell? No one knows this spell class. Indeed, no one knows Thunderstorm, and you can't learn Banish Demon, and you can't learn Berserk, and not surprisingly, you can't learn Demon Exodus either. But those are spells we won't need to learn later. Hello! The person to whom Tom intends to speak is concentrating on his incomprehensible mumblings, and doesn't answer. What about you? Talk it in. Could Barrow still be alive? Well, he's responsible for his own actions, just like the rest of us. This is a wonderful library. But there's someone over here we could talk to. Hello! Talk it in. I warned Barrow against climbing down the, there. Such a fool. There we go. One place we do want to go before we end here is we want to basically explore this whole building, because we're not going to be coming back here for a while. There might be a few spells that Malthus can learn here, actually. Maybe you can teach him some. Talk it in, my children. Do you seek to increase your knowledge of Druid magic? That is true, Oktaro. Please teach us new knowledge. Yeah, you can't learn anything right now. You can't learn anything at all. Not even slightly. You do know a few spells already. He knows boasting, healing, and small fireball. So there are a few spells that we can teach him eventually. I think we can learn like shock and panic and a few others. But right now we can't learn any of them. So that's fair enough. I think somewhere around here there's going to be a storeroom as well, which we want to steal absolutely everything from. If it's not nailed down, we're going to take it. And even if it is nailed down, we're still going to take it. If we can, that is. We can't open that, though. I imagine I'm probably going to miss the storeroom somewhere. Where's this? The general workroom. This is what we want. Somewhere in here there's things to steal. Like all of these things. We want this potion. We want that potion over there. We definitely want that potion there. Let's grab that. We want these potions. They're very... Nope. We want the potions, not to talk to the person. There we go. We also want a bucket. That bucket is important. Toggy Din, this is the workroom. Just help yourself to anything that can help you save Barrow. Ah, a torch. That might also be useful. We do have multiple ropes. We don't need another one of those. At all. I don't think there's much else that we need to look at here. No, I think we've pretty much got everything. So, when we come back, folks, we may talk to other people, but for now we're going to go and do something that we need to do that's rather important. We're going to go and equip Malthus with some pretty good equipment. And we're going to go and head down south of where Winian is. Because we need to... Winian store, rather, because we're going to go and get a very important item. This is the problem with giving the music crystal to Argim. It means we have to do a little bit of a diversion. But it's a decent diversion. So I'll catch you next time, folks, for when we come back, we're gonna go fight some bandits. I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.